Good day, learners. Yeah, we are going to continue with the Python revision 2. It is part 3. Here we are going to see about the tuples. Okay, so what is a tuple? Where is it used? How to access the elements? How to update the tuples? And about the indexing, both positive and negative indexing, and also about the built-in functions in tuple. Yes, let's learn together.
Tuples. So tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. So we have list. Why do we use tuples? Okay, there's a difference between list and tuples. List is mutable and tuples are immutable. Okay, that's why we are using tuples. They are ordered and unchangeable collection of data. Tuples are written with round brackets. Okay, normal bracket. Let's see an example to create a tuple. This tuple is equal to a apple, comma, banana, comma, cherry. Okay, within bracket. So print this tuple. Accessing values in tuples. Tuple, let's take a tuple variable which is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the indexing is done with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 where the lower bound is 0 and the upper bound is 5. Okay, that's the length. Length will be 5 plus 1, that is 6. So tuple of 0 is equal to 0, tuple of 1 is equal to 1, tuple of 2 is equal to 2. It goes on till tuple of 5 is equal to 5. So now let's see the accessing data from the tuple using indexing. So tuple of 0 colon. So what happens? The upper bound is not specified. So tuple of 0 means it starts from the first element. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till the end of the tuple. Tuple colon. None of the bounds are specified. Lower bound and upper bound are not specified. So the whole tuple is displayed. Tuple of 2 colon 4. Here 2 and 3 will be displayed. Tuple 1 colon 3. So here 1 and 2 will be displayed. So tuple of colon 4 here 0, 1, 2, 3 are printed. Accessing values in tuples. Let's see an example. Tuple 1 is equal to physics, chemistry, 1997, 2000. Tuple 2 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here we are trying to print tuple 1 of 0, then tuple 2 of 1 colon 5. Okay. So when it comes to tuple 1 of 0, what happens? It prints the whole word. That is the first element of tuple 1. That is physics. Tuple 2 of 1 of 5. So tuple 2, 1 colon 5. It starts from 2, 3, 4. Okay. And 5. Till 5 it will be printed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is indexing. Accessing tuple elements using indexing, we are going to consider my underscore tuple is equal to permit. Here each character is taken as an individual element inside the tuple. So we separate each character by comma and enclose it within single quotes. So my underscore tuple is equal to PERMIT. Print my underscore tuple of 0. Here it is P. Print my underscore tuple of 5. So 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So T is printed. Next, when we try to print my underscore tuple of 6, what happens? The maximum index is 5. Upper bound is 5. So 6 is not possible. So error is thrown. Okay. So now n underscore tuple is equal to mouse comma 846, that is a list, and comma 1, 2, 3, that is a tuple. So this particular n underscore tuple contains one string, one list and one tuple. It has different data types. So print n underscore tuple of 0, 3. Okay. So here what happens? 0th element, 3rd character. So what is it? It is S. So print n underscore tuple of 1 comma 1 and 1. Okay. So here what happens? In 1, that is the list 846, 1 is printed, that is 4 is printed. Next, negative indexing. Negative indexing for accessing tuple elements. My underscore tuple is equal to, again, permit each character separator. So print my underscore tuple of -1. So that is T. Okay. So it starts from the rightmost, negative indexing. Next is print my underscore tuple of minus 6. So when we try to print minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, that is P is printed. Next, updating tuples. Let's see an example. Tuple 1 is equal to 12, 34.56. Tuple 2 is equal to ABC, XYZ. So here we are going to update the tuple. So we are going to create a new tuple, tuple 3, which is equal to tuple 1 plus tuple 2. So what happens? Both the tuples are merged and we get a third tuple. That is 12, 34.56, ABC, XYZ. So this frames a new tuple. Okay. So this tells that the already existing tuple cannot be updated. We can use it to update some other new tuple. So that's the meaning of updating tuples. Delete tuple elements. Let's see an example. TUP is equal to Physics Chemistry 1997 2000. Print TUP. Del TUP. Print after deleting TUP. Print TUP. So before deleting and after deletion, we are trying to print the tuple. Okay. So when we try to print it before the deletion, the tuple is printed. Physics Chemistry 1997 2000 is printed. After deleting the tuple, when we try to print it, we get an error telling that TUP is not defined. Basic tuple operations. So here we have length. We can find length, concatenation, repetition, membership and iteration. Length is like len of function is used to find the length of the tuple. Let's take a tuple 1, 2, 3. So when we try to find the length, len of 1, 2, 3, which is inside a tuple, it returns 3. Now concatenation we know very well. A tuple plus another tuple gives the elements in all, both the tuples together. So 1, 2, 3 is a tuple plus 4, 5, 6 is a tuple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the result. Now high exclamation comma. So this is called as singleton tuple, where a single element should be enclosed with a comma to tell that it is a tuple with single element. So that is what is called as singleton tuple. High exclamatory, then star 4. So the same tuple is repeated 4 times. Next, membership. 3 in 1, 2, 3. So here we are trying to see whether 3 is found in the tuple. So it is there, it returns true. If we go for another condition, say 4 in 1, 2, 3, then it returns false because it is not there. But if we give 4 not in 1, 2, 3, then that returns true. These are called as in, not in or membership operators. Next comes for x in 1, 2, 3, print x. So the value of x is gone one by one. It is unpacked. The tuple is unpacked and one element at a time is assigned to x and it is printed. So initially x is taken as 1, it prints. Then x is moved to 2, it is printed. Next x is taken as 3 and printed. So 1, 2, 3 comes in iteration. Python tuple inbuilt functions. So there are so many inbuilt functions available. CMP tuple 1, tuple 2. This compares both the tuples and returns true if tuple 1 is greater than tuple 2. Otherwise it returns false. Length of tuple. So this calculates the length of the tuple. Max of tuple returns the largest element in the tuple. Min of tuple returns minimum or the smallest element in the tuple. Tuple of sequence. It converts the specified sequence to the tuple. So where do we use this tuple? We use tuple instead of list, which gives clear idea that tuple data is constant and must not be changed. So wherever the data is not supposed to be changed, we use tuple. Then tuple can simulate a dictionary without keys. So wherever we don't require a key to denote a dictionary, then we go for tuple. That is, there is an example given 101, John, 22. So seeing the tuple itself, we understand that the ID, the name and the age is given. Okay, there are nearly 3 tuples defined. They tell that this is how the data is defined. So now the difference between list and tuple. So here list, the literal syntax of list is we have a square bracket. For tuple we have a normal bracket. List is mutable but tuple is not mutable. So it is immutable data type. List has variable length but tuple has fixed length. List provides more functionality than a tuple. Tuple provides less functionality than a list. List is used in the scenario in which we need to store the simple collections with no constraints where the values of the items can be changed. The tuple is used in the cases where we need to store the read-only collections, that is the value that are not supposed to be changed. It can be used as a key inside the dictionary. Lists are less memory efficient than a tuple, but tuples are more memory efficient because it is immutable. Because of its immutability, it is using the memory very efficiently. So thus the tuple has been revised in this session.
Yeah. So we are concluding this session telling that tuple is being explained with how we use tuple, how do we create it, update it, delete it, how do we access element in a tuple, and also about the built-in functions. I guess you people learned the concept of tuples very well. Thank you.